Hello, welcome or welcome back. I am sorry to present to you the Frauditor with the channel name of First Amendment Protection Agency. Wait, I'm not sorry this time for a good reason, but he still deserves a Frauditor boo. In today's video, we go to a Frauditor's mommy's basement where the Frauditor tells the sad tale of how he was just arrested today and then promptly makes sure that all the lens lickers know the correct Venmo address so they can send in all their grocery money for him here in the Frauditor Zone.
So, yes, if you already saw the thumbnail and the title, I was arrested today. I was arrested today in Ayer, Massachusetts. I was outside of a dispensary. I'm not going to give too much information just yet until the video drops, but I was arrested outside. I was on a public easement. There was no sidewalk where I was at the time, so I was probably about 3, maybe 4 feet away from the white line of where the cars were at, and I was approached by an older gentleman, very large gentleman at that. He was probably a good 6'2", 6'3", maybe, outweighed me by a good chunk of change for sure, without a doubt. And he came up to me with a very threatening attitude and chased me. Not chased me. He approached me with a very angry demeanor. And he came up to me, he grabbed for my camera. I showed him the pepper spray before I used it. I showed it to him. I checked the video. You can see his eyes look at it when I do drop this video. You can see him look at it and then reach for it instantly. And then I sprayed him. So then he walks away after chasing me and trying to grab the pepper spray and my phone out of my hands for a minute there. Almost chasing me into oncoming traffic, which was a nice addition as well. And then he walks away, calls the cops. Cops show up. Cops showed up, and I went with my usual thing. I didn't know why they were there originally. I wasn't the one that made the call. They came up and asked me whether or not I knew what was going on, and I said I wasn't the caller, said I didn't know what was going on, didn't know exactly. I told them I wasn't going to answer any questions until they went and at least, addressed the calling party.
This Frauditor script is just so stupid. I'm not an officer, but from my point of view, if I was the officer, he would look so guilty to me because, well, first of all, how can someone be assaulted and then say you have no idea why the cops are there? I'd put 2 and 2 together and figure it out. But then again, for a Frauditor, 2 plus 2 equals 22. Secondly, he looks guilty because, well, if I was the one assaulted and pepper sprayed the person because of the assault in self-defense, why wouldn't I want to answer questions and take the opportunity to tell my story of what happened? Lastly, he's a Frauditor, so it's all a moot point anyway.
But that's not what happened. Immediately, I was put into handcuffs. I was brought to the back of the car. I acted completely and utterly cordial. No pushback given. No resisting. No nothing. I was sat in the back of the car, and they put me there for a few minutes. They walked away. They talked to the other party, and they stopped my recording. And in the process of that, I told them, I was like, look, I first want you to, first of all, this Ayer Police Department does not have any body cams, nor do they have cameras in their car, in their patrol vehicles. So these 2 patrolmen, first of all, one of which having 6 months of experience on the police force, was very confident in what he was doing and what the other patrolman was doing. First of all, when I asked for a supervisor, I was told that that those 2 patrolmen were the highest ranking police officers that were patrolling that were around in the town of Ayer today. So first of all, the first load of BS that they shot at me right away. And then I told them after telling them before they make any more mistakes to call their supervisor, and that was the answer that was given. They looked at my recording and they said, yeah, so nope, there isn't enough evidence. They said that I was not acting in self-defense, unfortunately. They, apparently, and this guy was over 60 years old.
So, from what he's saying, a man walked over to him in an aggressive manner. He never actually touched the frauditor, just walked over to him. Again, I'm not an officer, but I can understand why the officer would say it's not self-defense. The fact that frauditors carry around pepper spray is proof to me that they know they are not liked. Let me ask this question. Frauditors claim to do this frauditing crap to protect our rights. If we obviously don't want them to do it, to the point where they have to carry a weapon with them to defend themselves against the very people they're claiming to protect, why are they still doing it? Yes, I know the reason is for clicks and views. It was a rhetorical question, as you probably already know. Anyway, what's next? Will there come a day when a frauditor gets a dirty look from someone and then pepper sprays the person, claiming it was self-defense, saying that the person looked at him in an aggressive manner, so he pissed his pants and felt the need to protect himself? Oh, gosh.
I'll tell you my charges. The first to charge, I have 3 charges, 2 of which are felonies. 2 of which are felonies, which was the craziest thing when they first told me that. So this is gonna be a long process, and unfortunately, I don't believe that I will be able to start the trip right away. My trip that I was planning, and I'm all pretty much prepared for and ready to go, and was planning on leaving sometime this week or sometime next week. So we'll have to see on court Monday. But so my first charge is assault and battery. Second charge is assault with a deadly weapon. First of all, the pepper spray is not classified as a weapon anymore in Massachusetts. They declassified that a couple years ago. I think it was 2023. And then it was assault and battery on somebody over 60 years old. So apparently in the town of Ayer, as long as you're over 60 years old, and you call the police, and first of all, their main reasoning when I wouldn't answer any questions and they immediately put me in cuffs, they said, yep, we got a call that somebody pepper sprayed somebody and you matched the description. That'll be on the video. That was caught on video, but they did stop my recording. They took my phone and stopped my recording, so it is what it is. But yeah, so that was their reasoning behind that. So apparently in the town of Ayer, Massachusetts, if you are above 60 years old, you can go and threaten somebody, walk up to them in a threatening manner, chase them out into traffic.
Let me try to decode this. Him being chased out into traffic is actually him running away like the coward that he is. This person never actually touched the frauditor. He walked over to him, and this frauditor squealed like a little girl and ran out into traffic, so terrified that he didn't even care about the traffic. And I thought the frauditor pepper sprayed the man in self-defense. How would the man run after him if he was just pepper sprayed? I smell a lot of bullshit here, but let's continue anyway.
Swear at them, ask them what they're doing, demand answers, and grab for their stuff, for their person and their camera. And as long as you call the cops and you do that, and somebody else matches a description, either walking down the street or just sitting there, then you will be all good. You will not be charged with anything. They said they took assault very seriously around there. That's why they showed up with their lights on and their sirens and immediately put me in handcuffs. But then once I said, okay, that's great, I'm glad you do, because I'd like to press charges as well. After being told that and told to, at least wait until he saw the video to let the guy go, he let the guy go, and the guy was let away scot-free. And, I have a hard time believing that they will want to pursue anything.
Well, they are going to pursue it. That's why he has court Monday and being charged with 2 felonies. Plus, FAPA the Frauditor. Do you really want them to pursue this? Do you really want more cops and possibly the DA to see the video of you running away like a little freaky frauditor the moment someone walks up fast to you? Here's another thought I just had. If the frauditor was able to run away so quickly, why did he have to pepper spray the man? Why couldn't he just piss his pants, squeal like a little girl, and then run into traffic? The things that make you go, what the F?
So this is gonna be a long battle. I am facing 2 felonies right now, so they are a pretty large. It's a pretty large charge, and I was very caught off guard when they first said that to me. So it is what it is. Thank you, Tube Sock. Thank you for the $2. We appreciate it, man. Thank you for all you do. I'm trying to be an American hero, brother. I'm trying for sure. Oh yeah, and they said they weren't picking sides too, and then proceeded to let the guy go without. I don't even know if he got his information. I'm gonna FOIA request. By the time I got out today, all the offices were closed, and it's a Friday. So honestly, at first I was really nervous that I was gonna be spending the weekend in jail. It is what it is. It is what it is. If I had to, I would have done so. Thank you very much for the $10, Joanna. We appreciate it. Seriously. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am going to be posting the video on Sunday.
Okay, that's enough. This live stream was an hour long. I don't think we need to see or hear anymore, nor do we need his correct Venmo name, and to be honest, I just can't listen to this anymore. I admit that I barely skimmed through the rest of this. It was giving me and even my cat a migraine. So when he shows the video, I'll post it, although I'm sure it'll be very heavily edited. As I like to say, cameras don't lie, but frauditors sure do. Anyway, with all this bullshit flying around, I thought it would be a good idea to do a cool down on bullfrogs. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Enjoy the frogs, and thank you for watching.